been almost a full week. This is Wednesday, February 6th, 7:52 p.m. It's been almost one full week since I got a decent night's sleep. The nerve pain has been horrendous. Do I look like a madman? Because I feel like one. And yes, I do look like one. I'm not even making a face. This is my natural expression right now. I am out of my mind. After spending over 3 hours in the ER waiting room this evening, I got a case of the roid rage, and I left. On the very much upside of the story, the roids seem to be suppressing the pain successfully. Oh, please, please, please let that last. I need a break. A permanent hiatus would be preferable. No more nerve pain. Good God. Now I just have to fall asleep, for real. So much more nerve pain. Plus, so much more. Never go to the University of Iowa Hospital if you can avoid it. If you have any alternative. I'm told there are things they can do well. I guess I'm willing to entertain that notion. But oh my God. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible place. This is possibly, maybe, I mean, I've had some bad days in recent years, but these may have been the longest 4 days of my life. Oh my God, that place is evil. You might sign in voluntarily, but they're not so quick to let you volunteer to leave. Be careful. I had a voice when I went in, but they took that too. One night out of that horrible, horrible hellhole they call a hospital, and my voice is already largely returned. Certainly not all the way, but it's come back a lot. Such a horrible place to be. Dead, dry air circulating constantly. Water that tastes like melting plastic. So disgusting. It's all there was to drink all day long was water that tastes like melting plastic. Just a really, really rotten, nasty place to be. I went there for nerve pain. I may have mentioned days and nights of nerve pain and no sleep. That's why I went. But they've got it down in my chart that my symptoms are all psychosomatic. There's nothing actually wrong with me. So, I mean, I ended up in the psych ward, and they wouldn't give me anything for pain. They would give me Tylenol if I asked for it. Oh my God, Tylenol. Such a cruel and rotten joke that place was. Horrible doctors. I mean, the only people I got to see were psych doctors, and they were of no use, because my pain is neurological, not psychological. They wouldn't believe that, not for a second. It's down right there in my chart that I think something's wrong with me, but it's just a symptom. All of it is just symptomatic of the underlying mood disorder that I have. I've been told by an MS specialist that I have MS. Totally atypical MS. Nothing like he's ever seen before. I was never eager to believe that diagnosis, especially because I didn't have the physical symptoms that a person would be expected to have. But they wouldn't even entertain the notion. They wouldn't communicate with the other hospital that I'd been at and been diagnosed at. No. They just said it was all in my head. Yeah, it's all in my head, it's all in my brain. Anyway, sure I'm glad that I got out of there. February 14th, 2013, 1:07 p.m. It's my happy birthday. Oh, Hallmark baby. Oh, that's me. I'm a Hallmark baby. Not one of my favorite holidays. I mean, I don't really like holidays in general, but yep, okay. I'm still hoarse. My voice is not coming back as quickly as I had hoped. Yesterday, I tried to get back in with the other hospital here in town, Mercy Hospital, because they're so much less awful than the university hospital. But I didn't really have any luck getting back in with that scene. It was frustrating and tiring, and I don't even want to talk about it. I got some good news in the mail. Upon the recommendation of the 6th Judicial District Department of Correctional Services, the court hereby discharges the defendant from probation, and the defendant shall no longer be held to answer for this crime. What crime? This crime. No, I'm not on probation. I'm not a felon, and I'm not even on self-monitored probation anymore. Woo! Yeah! So, that's nice. I paid them their hundreds and thousands of dollars. Yeah, god damn. I waste my money on some stupid stuff. But, let's be positive. I'm not on probation. I'm not a criminal anymore. It's a new leaf for a new birthday. Woo! I need a haircut. I trimmed my hair. It's a bit poofy. I was thinking how it seems pretty clear to me that when I go through an extremely stressful or exhausting period, something, overly taxing, my MS symptoms get way worse, a lot of the time at least. After I spent a night in jail, my muscle weakness was really bad. I couldn't walk without a cane, couldn't even grip a pencil to write for a couple of days. That was just from one night in jail. Glad I didn't have to spend any more time. And then after this overdose and the week in the hospital, I got the nerve pain, which is new for me. I mean, I guess I've had it a little bit before, but not nearly to this degree or for so long. It's a new horrible experience. But, I mean, that just seems fairly logical. You put the self through some severe trauma, and there's going to be negative consequences. And the MS symptoms getting worse, that just makes sense. It's really, really infuriating to not be able to get anybody to take it seriously at the university. The MS doctor at Mercy was ready to start me on interferon, and right then and there, he wanted to start me as soon as possible. He wanted to start aggressive treatment. But I didn't want to because I didn't really have any physical symptoms at the time. So frustrating. Now I have some physical symptoms. I have had some. I know they're not nearly as bad as they're supposed to be based on the location and the number of the lesions I've got. But I can't help that. I can still touch my nose most of the time. The nerve pain has been much improved since getting home from the psycho ward. Thank heavens to Betsy, because that was unbearable. I don't know exactly why it's getting better. It just is. I'm not taking much at all for steroids currently. I just hope the trend continues. I've been paying special attention to my diet. Nutrition is supposed to be key with MS. although it's supposed to take longer than drugs, of course. Doing my stretches and my proper, healthy, boring, gross food and vitamins and supplements. Stretching, I was like the only healthy thing I could do while I was in the ward, and it freaked out all the staff. They would either stare or find it upsetting somebody else was ever doing a stretch. I don't know how people survive in that place.